Hello, this is Phil, user ffDiaporama from the Linux Mint forums. I'm going to do a very quick tutorial on using ffDiaporama, which is a movie creator program, a slideshow creator program for the people on the Linux Mint forums. And you can create video, various different video files from still pictures and images or multiple videos, and you can have music soundtracks, title pages. It's great for personal or business use. Anyway, on my screen right now is ffDiaporama version 2.1. I'm using Linux Mint 17.3 KDE. When you first bring it up, it's already on a new project. You can, of course, open other projects and stuff like that. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is click on the project tab. You know, it's, like I said, it was already on a new project. It says so, new project. I'm going to click on project, and I'm going to add files. And I'm going to browse to where I already have a folder, which I named slideshows, whereas where I put everything I'm going to use to make a slideshow or video of in that. And it's going to be of various different Linux Mint wallpapers, so I'm going to click OK for that. Increase this a little bit. I'm going to select them all. Click OK. It's going to take a little bit of time for it to import those images. I'm also going to add a little video of fireworks. Okay. And I'm going to add a title page. And all you have to do is click Add Title. You can pick what you want. I'm just going to pick one of these. Now I'm going to save the current project in the same folder. I'm going to call it Linux Mint Wallpaper. It automatically will put an extension ffD for ffDiaporama. Save that. Okay, project. Okay, I wanted the slide to be the first image, so I'm just going to grab that and move it over there. Now, in case you didn't see what I just did there, I'm going to double click it. I'm going to change the project title. and to whatever I want. And there's a lot of options here. I'm not going to go through them all. You can experiment and try that yourself. Okay, there you go. And I'm just going to click OK. Now I've got a title page. I'm going to edit the background because I don't like that color. I'm going to select a new background color. And that's a little bit bright. Let's see. Boom. Okay. There you go. All right. Now, ffDiaporama has a lot of different options here. As you can see, you can right-click and add different titles. Say I can add files, add projects, edit a slide, edit music. In this case, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a soundtrack. And I already have some music files in the same folder, my slideshow folder. I'm just going to pick one. Now I can control the volume. I can leave it at 100%, or I can adjust that. I'm just going to leave that the way it is, and it shows up down here at the bottom. All right, now I can have a transition effect. Okay, which is what I'm going to do here. This button here is a transition effect. So I'm going to click that, and it's going to give me options for choosing various different transitions, but from this frame, the title frame, to the next frame. And there's various kinds. I mean, you've got all these. None. You can have none. You can have basic ones. Zoom in, zoom out, slide. I mean, it's truly an incredible program. I'm just going to pick the first one. Boom. Click OK. I'm going to click the next frame. And now this is a video of fireworks. And it has its own soundtrack as part of it. And even though I have a soundtrack that I've added to this, I'm going to lower the volume of the soundtrack to not conflict with the video's built-in audio soundtrack. And you can see how it just dropped that. See, it's 100%, and it's showing that I lowered it to 20%. Okay, now I'm going to pick a different special effect for this frame to the next one. And you can continue to do that. Now it gave, it automatically chose different effects, so you can choose the, whatever ones you want. And you have to go through, each frame or each picture or image or video to do that. And that's what I'm going to do real quickly right here. And if you like the one that's already there, just leave it there. Okay. I can edit each frame. If you've got an image that doesn't fill up properly the frame, you can use coordinates here. You can say full screen size, or TV margins is a good one. I'm just going to leave it at full screen size. And I could walk through each image this way. In case that wasn't very clear, let me go through that again. I can double click any frame, and it puts me in the editor mode. Okay, and I can add various things. I could add text if I wanted to. I could add another file. I could add a special effect. There's many different options here. And there's options in this lower right box as well. You can control animation speed. You can zoom in and out. You can block animation type. You just have to experiment with it. I'm not going to change that because this is the actual video, but I'm going to click next. Now this is an image, so I'm going to, and you can see here that it doesn't fit the whole screen. It's showing the original background color that I have up, that I started with, but I want to change that. I want it to fit the margins, or full screen. I can change that. I can just drag it and make it bigger. Okay. Next. Now, if I wanted to, I could do the same thing with this one. I'm just going to skip next. So there's multiple options you can choose here. Notice it's showing the backgrounds in the upper, the one I originally set, which is going to carry through the whole video unless I change it, and I could. Like this one right here. If I wanted to change that background, I can select a new one. And it's going to change it from that point forward, as you just saw. Now, this is a timeline here, and I'm going through it, changing the special effects. It's actually showing you all the special effects. So I'm going to pick one. I'm going to leave that one. Going to go to this one. Now, sometimes when it's displaying the various special effects, it goes pretty quick, so you have to, you might have to experiment to see which one you like. And you can choose no special effect. Now, this particular frame I like to have as my last frame, so I'm just going to drag it all the way to the end over here. Okay. Okay, anyway, you've got the idea. I mean, that's how simple it is. I've added all these images, even added a video. I added a soundtrack. I lowered the soundtrack while it was playing a video with its own soundtrack by right-clicking that, edit the music, and change the volume. Okay. Now that I have everything the way I want it, I'm going to need to render the video, and you have multiple options for doing that. If you wanted to, multimedia player or smartphone or multimedia system, for the web, and you can pick various options for that as well too, including HTML5 video channel. I mean, it's really pretty incredible how well this program works. Including a lossless format. You can pick advanced. You can export just the soundtrack. I'm just going to pick multimedia system because it's on my computer. The higher the resolution, of course, the longer it's going to take. So I'm going to pick 720. It's going to automatically create an MP4, although I could change that. I could pick different options, like I just showed you there. I want all slides. I want to include the sound in the video. And then I just click OK. And it starts rendering. I've got 20 images and all the and a soundtrack and the special effects. So it's going to take a little bit of time. This computer I'm using is 7 years old. It's a dual core. The faster the computer and the more memory you have, the better it's going to run. I'm going to pause this temporarily while it converts and then come back to it. Okay, it's almost finished rendering, creating the video. And as you can see, it's rendering it to my home folder as an MP4. And now it says it's completed. And on this computer, it took 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Do you want to open the video file now? I'm going to say no, because I'm going to open it in a second using the file manager. So that's how easy it is to create a really nice video from images or other videos. And there's a lot of options that you can explore. I could put different soundtracks, to start at different times just by right-clicking any image and, edit the music and add another playlist or another soundtrack, or I can change the volume depending. It's very capable. But the example that I had put out there on the Linux Mint forums and on YouTube, I created it doing just what I just did here. Now let's see how it worked. I'm going to save the project again to make sure that my changes in. I'm just going to exit ffDiaporama. I'm going to bring up my Dolphin file manager. I'm going to go to my home folder because that's where the new video was stored, the MP4. Come on. And there it is. Okay. I'm going to open that with a multimedia player. I'm going to use SM Player, which is a really great multimedia player. As you can see, there's the video. Now keep in mind, if this is business, I could be using charts, I could be using tables, playing that. I hope that helps everybody that is interested in that. If there's a need for me to redo that, to slow down, because I go kind of fast sometimes, by all means, just let me know. Hope that helps some of you.